I was talking with somebody recently about like accepting a counter offer at your job. So for example, you're at a job, you get an offer somewhere else for whatever reason, either you're looking or it comes in passively, whatever. You tell your company about it, hey, I got this offer, I think I'm going to take it, and then they make a counter offer. They say, hey, we really want to keep you, we're going to offer you more money. It's or there's other factors too, but in the case of the conversation I have in mind, it was like, hey, it's more money. And some people feel like, you should never accept that counteroffer because then the relationship is kind of messed up because they just think it's all about the money and you're just there until a higher offer comes along. I think a lot of people feel this way. I've heard this from a lot of people. Yeah, I've seen counteroffers happen in the context of Karma's Hero because usually what happens is we get somebody a job offer and then they get a counteroffer from their current place and then they end up staying there. So usually it's kind of a bummer in that context. But at the same time, I try to be as unbiased as possible, and I think, hey, if you can stay at your current company and make things better in whatever ways, and it's not always just the money. Sometimes it's also, hey, I want to have these different responsibilities. I want to do this different type of work. I think that's great. If I'm talking to a friend and they said, hey, I was able to stay at my current company and improve X, Y, and Z about my job, I think that's good, Now, from the Karma's Hero side of things, it's not exactly ideal, but that's okay. But a lot of people feel that way of like, you shouldn't ever accept a counteroffer. I'm running a poll right now, currently have 13 votes. So we've got 31% say bad idea, 31% say good idea, and 38% say just show me the poll results. Man, you guys need to put in some work on the poll voting, for crying out loud. I don't think it's a bad thing to accept counteroffers. And I think as developers, we have a little bit of a funny relationship with money that like, we don't want to talk about it. To be honest, I think this is a big part of the reason why the technical recruiting industry exists is because of the nature of us as developers. Like the business side of things, we don't want to talk about money. We're not comfortable. We don't want to market ourselves, promote ourselves. And that's okay because everybody has different skills and strengths and weaknesses, whatever. I think that it'd be good to get to realize like a work relationship is it is a business arrangement. I mean, you hopefully have a great team that you're close with and you have great friendships there. But it's a business arrangement. And so if something better comes along, I don't think anybody should be upset about you wanting to take that. So I think people should try to get comfortable with talking about money, discussing it. I don't think it should be as much of a taboo as it is. And this is anecdotal. I mean, this is not based on a ton of data, but anecdotally, of the, 5, 6, 7, 8 people who have accepted a counteroffer that I've seen and essentially stayed at their current job, I don't think any of them have come back later and said, oh man, things aren't working out. I want to get another job. Like, I think they've all just worked out. Like, if they got the counteroffer, stayed at their current job, I think things just worked out. It would be cool to hear from other people what you think about that topic. So let me know.